everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Some serious pride on the line in this contest as these two divisional rivals take the field together for the first time this season. Almost a playoff atmosphere surrounding the game between these two bitter opponents. It's the Jaguars going up against the Titans. With that, let's get up to Tennessee. We're standing by in Nashville, our Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, thank you, Larry. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. First carry for Lamar Miller, and he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field, and when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it again with Miller. And he's got room. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. How they can get much more balance than this? Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Let's go. Tiger. Board.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. His throw incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Ten yards still left on 2nd down. Now it's Miller, and he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's 3rd down.
Way 90.
Third and long for Bridgewater. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. and tough starting field position here. Now Taylor back into his end zone. And caught right side, Green. That throw good for 4. It's second down. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. The starting defense for the Titans.
A former first-round selection, Bradley Roby is comfortable whether covering in the slot or outside the numbers.
They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Fresh set of downs here. The gun, it's Taylor. He's nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Here we go.
On second down, Taylor. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They give it to Anderson. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go.
On second down, Anderson takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. He's got Evans. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed it to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
It's caught on the left side by Kurz. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Let's go.
first down. Here's the run with Anderson. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there, because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
Handoff comes to Anderson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Let's go! 38!
Now they'll throw with Taylor. That is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Mike Evans, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Now Jones. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Titans now. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Five wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Now Bridgewater. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Titans. 44 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Let's go.
1st down, Bridgewater. Going for it all. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They come up in an offset eye. Here's Bridgewater. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Lucky Whitehead, his intended target. Third down here. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go.
They go play action. Bridgewater trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On second down, here's Taylor. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Miller, the lone setback. Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he comes back with one complete. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Miller, the lone setback. 2nd down, Bridgewater. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are just an extra point away from moving out in front. And he'll bang that one through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the kickoff sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles. The kicker, and this is just inexcusable.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone out there slugging it out for the entire game. Execute your job.
Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Jacksonville first. Again, Anderson. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Come on, let's go!
Off the play fake, here's Taylor. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Khalil Mack, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack. In the backfield is Anderson. On 3rd down, Taylor. The grab made by Curse over the middle. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Brief break in the action here. Back to Tennessee after this.
Here we go!
Play action, now Taylor. Over the middle to Evans. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot in what we call sit down.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll come out in the pistol. And here we go on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Anderson. And he is going to lose yardage here. And he lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice to help in run support. He's going to arrive and in a bad mood.
On 2nd down, Taylor. He's got time in the pocket. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Second down following the incompletion. A second down throw for Bridgewater. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Throwing, Bridgewater. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. One receiver to the left is Evans. After the interception, here's Taylor. And a catch right side by Evans. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. The grab made by Kearse over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now Taylor on 1st down. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. They come up in an offset eye. Taylor. That's caught at the 1. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Anthony Sherman as the first half is winding down. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Lamar Miller. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. On the return, this is Denard Robinson. Stays on his feet. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. Screen play, Anderson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
To throw is Taylor. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On second down, here's Taylor. Complete out right to Kurz. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well. Third and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Now it's Taylor. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here's Swayze Waters now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Titan football. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Miller. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
That's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages, their responsibilities on the field, and the offense found the open space.
On the counter, it's Miller. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
You remember Timmy Jernigan at Florida State. His stoutness that was so impressive there, it still comes into play in the NFL, doesn't it?
If you call stout 300 pounds, and I do, then yes.
Used it well on that play and made a nice tackle for a loss.
2nd down, Bridgewater. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it?
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision. One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Let's go.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. And they'll try to fire up the running game with C.J. Anderson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. second down, Taylor. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. Bridgewater now on second down. He's got Fuller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So now it's 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. Play fake. Bridgewater. His throw caught right around the 6. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Miller, the lone setback. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he'll get it up the middle. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Short yardage unit out there. This is Fowler, the fullback. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And they'll go on the ground. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. In the backfield is Anderson. He'll get the football here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
One receiver to the left is Evans. Now it's Taylor. Over the middle to Evans. It'll be a gain of 11, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
They run again on 1st down. Anderson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now Anderson, and he's going to be met at about the 43. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory? Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. C.J. Anderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They run. Anderson. And he is going to lose yardage here. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They run it again with Anderson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Wonder what's in the offensive playbook on 3rd and 13. We're about to find out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the... Now another timeout here called by the Titans. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the left hash, this from 39. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe they'll play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. A second down throw for Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now a run with Anderson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
3rd down now. It's C.J. Anderson. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Jacksonville, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll fall to 1-2, and they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Nashville.